All right, game 2. All right, we're banning Okay, now we're going to ban Rumble and the Twisted Fate. So Photon going to get targeted. Interesting they banned the Olaf on the red side here. I mean, it is Adam. But Photon actually just going to go ahead and big dick pick the Jace first, which ever since he came over to LEC has been one of his signature champions. And we take Azir and Rel. Zeri. So we see Zeri, and then we're going to take the Kai'Sa in response. As a reminder, guys, this VTO is a mid Kai'Sa player. So this is technically a flex for Vitality. You're probably not going to play mid Kai'Sa, though, if we're being real. It is, yeah. Renekton, Sejuani. Okay, it's taking away some of... It's interesting they banned the junglers. I guess they just assume that Labrov is playing the Rel in the bot side, or they're trying to ensure that eventuality. Gragas, which is a Jace counter. Vi, which will be able to target the Jace later on. And we could just play Tristana. Okay. So there's a huge poke composition coming in from Vitality. Some good peel from the Maokai and the Rakan. Should have some pretty solid pushing advantages in lanes. You can actually just... Tristana can bully the Azir early because you can just start jumping on his head. At level 2, if you have WE, you can just like explosive shot him and then W right on top of him. It's very annoying. X chip 102. 8 more months. Still 100 months. Holy moly. 92 months. That is amazing. We are forgotten. Yes, I can read this, Omar. I want this rub. Oh, sorry. I will give it to you, too. Savory Spice. It's called it's from Savory Spice, which is a spice company. And it's called the Long's Peak Pork Chop Spice. Long's Peak Pork Chop Spice. There you go. Albuquerque has crime homeless problem because Denver used to bust all their homeless there back in the 90s. Albuquerque's a shithole. Holy moly. Omar Abdallah. You know, respectfully, Omar, and I don't mean any offense. Your name is Omar Abdallah. I would not expect you to eat pork. As a YouTube chatter, I have abandonment issues with my parents. Please respond to YouTube chat so that I can imagine you being my daddy. Food talk. Yeah, that's because everybody actually just wants me to do cooking streams.
Yeah, they would like a better performance than that. Yep. But let's see. First of all, they got to win this game, and game 1 definitely set us up for some nice expectations. We got some clear expectations from our analysts around what they'd like to see from Vitality, and already they're up to some early...
Yeah, screw League, more cooking. Well, Susie, as soon, I promise you, my lovely wife, as soon as I can make a living doing cooking streams, we will do that. But these guys just ask me cooking questions 24/7 and then don't watch my cooking streams when they're on. But we're going to hold them to it this time. Because I have been told repeatedly that you guys will actually watch my cooking streams when I bring all... Because I have to bring so many cameras and switchers and cables back from the States to Korea to do this. So you guys better fucking watch it.
We haven't seen Gragas a huge amount, but it's been widely accepted among the top laners that as far as safe top laners go, Gragas is definitely one.
And I think when it was the Cassante era, that was...
I'll get turbo fuck and invade my kitchen. It's my kitchen, Susie.
Do well and
who cooks in that kitchen? Not you.
You're seeing Adam on it as well. We're expecting that said team fight impact with what the desk was talking about, that the scaling elements in this game come through. It's going to have its part to play. For Vitality as well, Vetis, you were talking in the draft while you and I were discussing it, watching it, that, you know, we've got a lot of range here again. We've got double AD here again, as just a side note that Shao is spotted. board that expires.
I will do the cooking streams on YouTube as well.
For the laning phase to take off, especially with mid here, as we know Tristana, if he gets unraveled through, if he finds freedom in the lane, could be a really potent two-item mid carry.
I remember this matchup. I forget which season it was. I don't know if it was last split or if it was the end of last year, but this was like the most common mid matchup, right? When
All right, much more normal. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This shit is very annoying in this lane matchup.
Okay, I'm going to jump on your head and take trades and like ends up kind of being even. Nuke a little bit worse for wear.
This is like how you play this matchup.
I wouldn't be surprised if they invested early. But this is where jungle gangs get dangerous, and as I say that, look at Douglas.
Flash over from where did he
He's
come
dead.
from? Bramble smash. Kill over to Video and Douglas.
Wow, was Video just like emoting on him?
Bramble smash.
What was he? Was he like emoting in between? It looked like he was like emoting in between his autos. I don't know.
Like I said, give something over to
That's what I'm talking about, guys. It's a good gank. It's a good gank. I mean, look at this. Douglas just clears top side,
it's gonna if he
and then he wraps all the way around here.
ends up kind of being even. Nuke a little bit
I mean,
worse for
both
wear.
pots already used for nuke. Of course, they'll both have TP. I wouldn't be surprised.
I think he has the thumbs up emote on a mouse button. No, it looked like he was
Douglas.
Over from where did he come from? Bramble smash.
like what is it? It looked like janky right there. Whatever, it's fine.
Beautiful first blood, and like I said, give something over to Tristana, and he'll be off.
Douglas. Wow, he is online today. Great pathing from him. He does a full topside clear. That
I mean, to be fair, Douglas had a free jungle in game number 1 because Sheo got chunked and had to recall right at the jungle camp spawns, but
and he has pathed around and taken advantage of it. Great play, great pathing from Douglas. Finds first blood for Vitality.
Again, I can't cop it out much more than this. He's where you need him to be at all times. Seems like even here at the level 3, that opening gank was huge. The 500.
do I have a favorite diner in Santa Fe? I don't think so.
Information out and spot quite aggressively, I might add, where Douglas is pathing now.
Yeah, New Mexico chili is so good.
As you mentioned, Photon pushing up here,
He's definitely in some danger. Sheo with a nice angle for a gank.
and he's gone fleet, not phase rush. So this guy is going to be bopped around. He's got no escape method. Even sent away, trying to get the trade on Data. He does. Photon even flashes
Oh
away.
my god.
He's gone fleet, not phase rush. So this guy is going to be.
He has no mana.
He's got no escape method. Even sent away, trying to get the trade on Data. He does.
Oh.
Photon no escape method.
Was that a Q he fired?
Trade on Data.
No, it was just an auto. Why'd he flash, actually?
No escape method. Even sent away, trying to get the trade on Data.
Why'd he flash?
He does! Photon even flashes away. He uses the movement speed from the gate as well. He doesn't. He's going to be bopped around. He's got no escape method. Even sent away,
Vi hit the E onto the minion. Yeah, that's a good point.
trying to get the trade on Data. He does!
That's hilarious, though.
Away, he uses the movement
Move speed from W.
He doesn't get out. He's surely not.
Yeah.
Method. Even sent away.
I still don't think you should flash there. Yeah, he does clip the gate here to get the move speed.
Photon even flashes away. He uses the movement speed from the gate as well. He
Oh my god.
he's surely
That was so good. Photon, huge.
even sent away, trying to get the trade on Data.
Yeah, that's right. He flashes over here to get the move so you can see the move speed. Damn.
From the gate as well. He doesn't.
That's so gross. Photon too good at Jace, man. Korean Jace hit different.
Just Photon for you, isn't it?
That was so fucking good.
The top lane.
What happened to Photon last year? Like, he was so good and then he fell off and now he's just so good again.
I think Nuke's now just dead. Vitality, take it to a new meaning. Flash over the wall. Video with
Yeah.
he survives. Now, we talked about this being an aggressive team, but against BDS, I don't think they know what hit them.
Vitality is making
Who would win a best of 5 in Warcraft 3 between you and Freak if you played today? Freak would kick my ass, man.
two ganks in mid onto
He was a much better player than I was.
working out into a 1 versus 2 top where Photon, I mean, he just writes top gap.
I don't think I haven't played that game in years either.
He saw impact
So
perform against
it would be pretty scuffed from me. I don't know if he's played it.
Surely.
Impressive stuff from him. Gets himself a kill. Now has a healthy advantage in top lane. Nearly
Ah, yes, we're just the French. We're just gonna get some tier here.
a risk of getting
Start stacking our tiers because
playing to offer that
we want to lose harder, really.
But information has been garnered thanks to that control ward. They know where Lebrov is. They know where Sheo is.
Was he really? Freak was a Warcraft 3 pro, yeah. I managed the team he was on, Verge Gaming. He was a pro player. He was quite good. I mean, he was bad by pro player standards in the same way that LCS players are bad compared to Koreans. You know, he was way worse than Korean and European Warcraft 3 players, but he was still good.
And then he takes advantage of the fact that he gets the triple auto attack from his W in the ranged form to combine that with his Q, lands the last auto attack. And we got a reaction from Douglas, but not Photon, because Photon's like, another day in the office for me.
Yeah. He got upset last game when he outplayed.
What about Todd? Todd played against Freak and destroyed him many times. Freak was playing against Grubby. He was playing against Todd. You know, our team, Verge Gaming, had matches, online games against 4Kings, against 4K. So, I mean, yeah, there are replays that exist of Freak getting bodied by 4K players like Todd and Grubby.
That gets the reset. Video able to rocket jump away. Hilly's out of range. LeBron can't do anything. Was that a tilted flash or what?
I mean,
I'm gonna see if I can find any.
the Douglas was stealing the show and said, you know what, I can gang too. Twice now in the mid lane. A flash.
I guess WC Replays is dead now.
VTO is monstrous. You were talking about his Jace performance.
WC3L Warcraft 3. There's probably those replays probably exist somewhere. WC3L was the name of the league. This would have been like season. Let's see, when was Virgin here? I'm gonna look it up. Hold on, guys. They just have playoffs. Regular season. All right, here we go. 2005 is a little late. Yeah, I need like 2004 probably. See if I can find anything. Yeah, he changed his name to Rain Man for a while. Tells you basically everything you need to know about Freak right there. Verge Gaming. Yeah, they don't have any of our results from the early days of WC3L. Bummer. Guess it's just lost to the sands of time.
I don't mean just Hilly ganking mid over and over and Video getting kills. Video also now, because of it, has a CS lead about 15.
Do you and Freak have a good relationship right now? We don't have any relationship.
Now, we talk about Gragas being able to withstand
he's not interested in talking or hanging out. Even when I was casting League, like, you know, after the cast, everybody would go like get a beer and he would just go to his room and play League. So I didn't even really see him. I invite him out, but he's not very social. Which casters are the most fun to hang out with besides Doa? Quick Shot's very fun to hang out with. Deficio, Crepo, those guys from back in the day.
Wants to get some plates for himself.
That's the problem, isn't it? You move Video, moved up top to that, and Video just gets himself more of the lane. Second turret plate for him as well.
Dragon as well for Vitality.
It's just all coming up.
Hilly, I swear, is convinced that bot side jungle of BDS is his jungle.
Yeah.
He moves through it without a care in the world. Look, he's there again. Look at him sitting on the Raptors. He's eyeing up that bird in mid lane.
Look at him. Observers, if we could just highlight, thank you very much. LeBron now coming is like...
You ever invite Reggie out? No, I tried to spend as little time with Reggie as possible.
Level 5,
The
but
collapse is coming.
What in heavens happened to Deficio? Well, he was running the Misfits league team as GM. I think he still works for Misfits. Now, even though they sold the team, just does other stuff now.
moves away as Nuke can't do anything but watch either, and that's Vitality always hungry.
The advantage of this is you just free up Kazi. You allow him to play very safe on the bot side of the map. He's going to continue to free farm. Typically one of the advantages of Kai'Sa into, I was going to say Ezreal, into these more scaling or like passive laners is that you get so much opportunity to scale. And Kazi, he's a little bit behind in CS, he's a little bit behind in gold, of course, because Healy has been roaming so much. But at the same time, this control of the bot side of the jungle just gives him that extra bit of safe. Now, I do believe Sheo was spotted there. Observers didn't quite get to show it, but in terms of what they could see, I'm pretty sure they could.
Hilly still goes in. I mean, still feeling confident. Ice and Lebrov looking for the engage. Now level 6 with the Magnet Storm, so Lebrov has an extra tool, but Vitality aren't going to give them the window to play. Sheo hovers around for the time being, but note that Douglas is also down here in the bottom side of the map again.
Now, it's not all doom and gloom for BDS. They are, of course, down 2k gold. Sub 10 minutes, that is a lot, but they do have a good scaling composition. You can never afford to underestimate Azir.
It's interesting to see Ice on the Zeri, considering that this BDS roster just really prioritized like Ashe, Varus, Jhin for the entirety of winter. Like that's the only shit they did. I mean, this matchup is bad for Jace, by the way, but Photon should have flashed that. Like, dude. Because you can flash that and get the cast to push you the other direction. Well, that's pretty bad for Vitality.
They do. BDS come back with a nice bit of aggression. Adam gets another solo kill, his second of the series. Remember, he got one in the previous game. He gets another one now.
Yeah, I mean, I like seeing BDS's adaptations because I think they're just very well coached. So, seeing the way they change their strategies and styles around each meta is intriguing to me. Because they definitely don't have the best players. So, you know, their success is... Nice job. No, that's fine. It's actually a good play by Hilly.
That was, and I know for a fact that was a situation where Hilly said, you guys need to trust me because I'm going with you or without you. He makes the play work. Definitely agree with the call there from Hilly. And they get a trade back, punish Adam for his TP.
Lebrov is just chilling here by himself. I mean, they're doing...
Isn't he gonna die?
He is going to die. He's walking up, flashes away. That's going to be a waste.
That was a waste.
That was silly.
Can Vitality contest this though? Kazi doing? Isn't he gonna die? Agree with the call there from Hilly. And they get a trade back, punish Adam for his TP.
Lebrov is just chilling here by himself. I mean, they're doing...
Dude, what is Lebrov doing? Lebrov is not having a good series. He's like in random spots in both of these games. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like, it doesn't even matter that you get these grubs. Because Vitality already has 3 grubs, so why are you dying over fucking getting 3 grubs? It's shit.
This team is crazy. Sometimes in bad ways.
I mean, I love the fact that BDS are now kind of catching up with the pace.
Lebrov learned from Busio. Dude, I couldn't believe my eyes what happened with Busio in that finals. Holy shit, that guy just shat himself. Hope they cleaned the chair he was sitting in afterwards.
And then look, so VTO and Photon are disengaging, and Healy's like, we are diving this, gentlemen. And they go, okay.
I mean, it's a good read, because even if Vi is there, Vi doesn't have ult.
VTO has to take 1 tower shot, but he has the reset on the W to be able to get away to safety. Well played overall. 7-3 now in kills. The goal difference not as big as it was. Nice interrupt there from Adam. He's onto the hammer smash. Oh, nice sidestep from Photon. I mean, both these top laners are feeling it today.
Yeah. I mean, it's those interrupts from Adam, by the way, that led him to the solo kill before. Constant trades where Photon walked up and...
I mean, I can't imagine that losing your strategic coach days before the, the finals was good either, because you didn't even know your opponent until the day before. So having your strategic coach pretending to be a 13-year-old German boy to like catfish girls and then getting found out. I mean, probably hurt FlyQuest. Gonna put it that way. Probably. Oh, okay. What's he doing? Does this work? Photon's a god? No. He had flash advantage. How does he know? Man, Photon's crazy. How does he know he's gonna win this? So he sees the barrel under the turret and he's like, fuck it. I'm just going to flash the E. And he dodges the Q. That's amazing.
I was not expecting this between the two top laners today. Rarely do we get to see that role in particular being such a brawl. Photon returns with a solo kill of his own. Gonna get another plate, maybe even two. The dragon being started.
Dude, Photon actually bossing this matchup. And this is a good matchup for Gragas, guys. That's why when you typically see Jace picked, you see Gragas banned. Adam missing the Q, I think was the Q, yeah. Agreed. He just had to start the all-in and then flash the E. And once he flashed the E's, he knows he can stick to him because he's faster. He has fleet footwork, right? And he has boots too. I think he had boots too at the time as well. No, he had boots one, but he still is Jace, so he's just going to be faster anyway. LEC seem higher skill in top laner than LCS by far. No, I think that's pretty fair to say.
Photon threatens and BDS don't want to touch that J. He's on to nuke. Now Vitality looking for the fight afterwards as well. It's just the war for the time being, but it's...
Why is it Douglas and Hylissang that are just fighting by themselves over here? In a brush with a million sand soldiers in it. Hello? VTO he's just over there? All right, that is a choice. VTO doesn't have jump now. He doesn't have flash. Jesus Christ. Hylissang and Douglas actually just giga throwing.
Photon threatens and BDS don't want to touch that Jace. In the end, BDS actually getting a bit of gold from Vitality, feeling themselves again.
At first, I thought that was a mistake from the Brov, just contesting vision of that tri-brush. I thought he was just going to die, but VTO is very slow to go. Just watch VTO, okay? So the fight kicks off.
Will MonteCristo acknowledge that FlyQuest is better than G2? Never. Mid jungle is LCS strength? Yes? No. Who the fuck are we talking about? You think Jensen is better than, like, Caps? Get out. Like, APA and Jensen, the two MSI representatives, are probably going to be worse than, you know, Humanoid and Caps. Quid is not better than Caps or Humanoid.
Definitely still relevant in this game. You look at the bottom of your screen and you can see the gold gaps exist still between mid and top. But this Gragas, even at that gold deficit, has still found ways to go toe-to-toe with the Jace. It's just about whether or not Adam takes that overstep. His flash is going to be up. Nuke.
As this flash available, shifting sands as well, pays respect while video now hovering in the side lane. The power of the Tristana.
So do you remember in game one I said Hilly is like glued.
Yeah, Jojo and Quid are both good, but they're not on the top teams.
He is avoiding him at all costs. Yeah. He is roaming around the map incessantly looking for plays. Credit to him, he's found a lot of great ones, in particular around mid. going to now be 1-to-1 in objectives, but BDS cross map very wisely. They put pressure on the bot side of the map. They're eyeing up this tower. You can see it in the picture-in-picture. Tower going to be secured in exchange for the Herald. Vitality likely going to use this to throw it down mid around the spawning of the next dragon, so they can use it to have control. Maybe look to contest the third dragon of the game.
And I want to do a bit of a check-in on Ice, because the one player and the one lane we haven't been talking about naturally because of how quiet it's been, which is really refreshing for League of Legends over the past 6 to 12
Where do Caps and Humanoid rate amongst LCK mids? Probably pretty favorably. Mid lane has not been, I would say, you know, a point of strength. Like if Caps was fluent in Korean, he's probably, I mean, he could probably be on a top 5 team in LCK.
There's going to be a lot of tools that on their side of BDS they can work around and put out this DPS. So I think again, you have to be scared if you're Vitality that if you let this game go on long enough. Like
When are you and Wolf discussing the KT versus D plus fraud fest? It's already out, dude.
Vitality try to play the sides for now, with Hilly once again roaming to one of those.
Do you even subscribe to the Last Free Nation YouTube channel?
This place belongs to him. Labrov, cautious of the Vilts, Adam through the bombing for that build. The hybrid, primarily AP Photon are relative to their counterparts.
Doesn't want to give up on his jungle in the meantime. We'll see. 45 seconds.
Are you the Caps as a player gated by his region?
On the Maokai skin.
What other players were region gated? Double Lift in his prime. Should have gone to Europe. Bjergsen in his prime. Should have gone to Europe.
No, sorry, not Mike. It looks like Boo. You know, in that
Win his power
outfit,
spike tomorrow.
The fake alien outfit. I feel like I'm talking to a lot.
But
Look at it. How is that not Boo?
But aren't those the alpacas? Isn't that the shout out to Deft?
Oh, is
As a
it?
DRL?
SI tonight.
Haven't we had this conversation
I think we
before?
have. I keep bringing it up because I'm like,
Double Lift said he should have gone to China. Well, why didn't he?
15 seconds, as we talked about, dropped in mids, used to unlock this mid tower, gain control. That TPE. Fine?
yeah, okay.
It's fine.
If
Okay,
only
close
just.
one. But this now gives them access into the river. Vision is still shared.
The bag? He would have gotten the bag in China back in the day, guys. China was paying out
Here we go.
extremely large contracts during Double Lift's period of playing. He would have gotten more money in China.
Montecristo takes out the jungler. No one there to back him up.
And here we go. The dragon spawning. Looks like Vitality's ready to fight.
Oh, Douglas. Oh, Douglas. You got caught.
Still shared by both teams. And here we go. The dragon spawning. Looks like Vitality's ready to fight.
Nobody can save you because you're running a poke composition. You should not be in the river, my friend. You should not be in the river when they're pushing up and your Jace isn't here. What are we playing? We are playing a poke comp. Right? We need to shove this wave and poke them. We can't actually get vision control unless we're poking.
Again, these ultis are on point.
Very nice punish from BDS. They see Douglas isolated in the river. Sheo, zero hesitation, connects with the Q. The ultimate then comes out from Gragas to knock him into his team, and Vitality don't even get a chance to respond. Dragon secured for BDS.
Too bad.
I mean, Adam is still having a great performance despite what happened earlier. I mean, as we said, picked up a solo kill in response to smooth outplays from Photon.
World's latest Rod of Ages for Adam.
See the Gragas in a team fight, what he can achieve. And for
Does
BDS,
TL have any chance internationally? No.
Dragon stacking, as we said, they're still within
I mean, maybe they can be at a European team, but they're not going to be good against top-level teams.
praising Vitality right off the get-go. The first 10 minutes of the game,
Their mid and bot lane will not survive against good Asian teams.
maybe we're heathens. Maybe we need to reevaluate, go through a reformation of sorts, and start talking up BDS because we're almost at 2 items here. 2 items.
I Will Dominate was region jailed. Yeah, he totally was. If he had gone to LLA, he would have won a title.
Me by surprise as he flashes away. Kind of caught out with Adam and Nuke now moving in. It's primarily Nuke. Cease and desist.
Tragic that he stayed in North America, really.
No, he's not. A shutdown, unfortunately, onto Sheo. Baron. Vitality like, look, everyone's bot. We're just going to start the primarily Nuke. Cease and
This is actually a hilarious pick attempt with their jungler using ult while Baron is up, and you have Maokai ult to stop their engage.
just going to start the purple worm.
They've got him out this fast.
Labrov is there first to the engage.
I mean, they have Kaisa Tristana. Surely they get this, right?
Good damage, but Shoney's get over
Douglas, please ult.
and get that smite steal. Will he find it? No! In the end, it's Labrov.
What?
2 items. He can team fight. There's going to be good damage, but Shoney's get over the
Why are we not Maokai ulting?
that smite steal.
Oh, look at this. He smites at 1200. Actually, it was Sheo who smoted at 1200. It was Sheo who smited the Baron. It's a blue smite. Sheo smite. Oh my god. Douglas is just fucking throwing, dude. Why do you not use Maokai ult?
Somehow, some way, BDS just walk in. Rel steals it with a shattering strike. And a big mistake for Vitality. Why do we keep 50-50ing the Baron?
Well, I mean, in that instance, I understand the logic. You've got 3 members committed, but a TP is vested as well.
But you have to use Maokai ult.
Trying to rush the Baron down, but they can't do it fast enough. The smite, I guess, is too early. I don't even know if he used the smite in that exchange.
Sheo used the smite, and then Lebrov got it.
They win the team fight to boot. And they chuck out a cheeky XDD in the all chat to round things out. I mean, BDS have flipped. It is
50-50ing the
fast enough. Well, I mean, in that instance, I understand. Zero has
nicely done. I mean, Adam is in a team.
go the close pair. It's the
earlier, I mean, as we kind of caught out with Adam and Nuke now moving in and start the purple worm.
They've got him out.
I mean, I don't necessarily hate this play,
Rob is there first to engage.
especially because they have Rakan flash and ult. They have Trist ult. Oh, they don't have Maokai ult. They don't have Maokai ult. That's why he doesn't use it. It's really hard to tell sometimes, but because fucking LEC has these tiny, tiny ult indicators, but I can now see that it was not up. But Hylissang could have, you know, done something. Instead, they just allow Rel into the pit for free, and they die. Yikes. So you can't use Maokai. You can't use Maokai R here, but you also just don't have vision control, and you don't have the ability to turn over the wall. Where did he use Maokai R? He used it at the Drake, I guess. He used it here when he died.
Here we go. The dragon spawning. Looks like Vitality's ready to fight.
He uses it right here. It's right here. He panic used it, and so he doesn't actually have it right now. They also see Lebrov because he gets hit by the sapling. And they're just grouped up in the pit for Ice to ult. It's a shame Vitality is gated by mid and jungle because bot lane and top are some of the best in LEC, yeah. I mean, Hylissang, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I mean, VTO has been alright. Their jungler's been the weak point for sure. Douglas has been the weak point. But also, like, Hylissang has had some struggles, guys. He's had some struggles this year.
It is BDS that secure it. They win the team fight to boot. And they chuck out a cheeky XDD in the all chat to round things out. I mean, BDS have flipped this game completely on its head. The early game, as you rightly said, was all about Vitality.
Why do you think casters always commend a team who does well as opposed to critique when a team does poorly? I.e. the Umti Poppy W/Lee Sin Dragon Steel situation? Or failing to Ren Smite combo? Because if you're not 100... So, being 100% sure, I have the luxury of being able to go back and check things and double check things. If you do not have the luxury to be 100% sure, if you flame somebody and you're wrong, you look really bad. So I think people are just afraid of that. So I think they're just scared. But I never casted that way, and I don't like that mentality because I think it makes you boring. And being boring is actually the biggest sin, not being wrong.
More than happy to get themselves a tier 2. Photon going to keep the push going. This wave is relatively thin.
Thoughts on Monty Mole? What, like you want me to make mole? That might be difficult in Korea. If I was in the States, it'd be easy. Getting the ingredients would be a challenge here. Also, all it takes is a pro to come out and say, actually, you're an idiot, and even if you're right, you just lose credibility. Yeah, medic, but you can't care about that. Then you just go to war against the pro publicly. You just have to not be a coward, you know what I mean?
They find a great fight. And as we mentioned, they are now fully in the driver's seat. Looking to equalize this series.
Then you just make content. Then, you know, if the pro comes out and says that, then you just farm that pro for content, especially if you're right.
That was the Baron power play just after 20 minutes. You know, for Lebrov, I'm pretty sure it was just a Q.
You just have to be willing to go to war, because then other people will not go to war because they don't want to. They know that you're prepared for battle, and so they won't sally forth against you.
But again, they need a good engage on the carries. You can't get past Lebrov at this point. Cheryl also with the engage tool. Hilly just getting threatened. And the turret goes down all the same.
Yeah, I agree, medic. That's definitely the reasoning. But I do think there are times like, you know, messing up the fucking smite rend that are just so egregious that it does need to be absolutely giga-flamed.
How annoying is that? I mean, cease and desist used. The magnet storm as well. Oh, baby! Roll him in. Hillisang going to get sniped out, but narrowly avoids. TP going to be burned. Vitality bring 5 members mid. Now, BDS might have opened things up to move to the inner and mid, but now the video's here. Wave clear's also here. And it's too risky to continue on.
Very close situation. Adam? Did he want to time a flash there, or?
Now, you know what? He's that confident. Check all chat, videos, see what happens.
There's nothing in all chat.
Okay.
I have no idea what that was. I can only assume a misclick, or he was trying to type something. There's close situation.
Mid. Now, BDS might have opened things up to move to the inner and mid, but now the video's here. Wave clear's also here. And it's too risky to continue on.
Very close situation.
Adam is not having a great series, guys.
Did he want to time a flash there, or?
Now, you know what? He's that confident. Check all chat, videos.
There's also the logic if I just shit on the bad team, it doesn't elevate the other one for an entertainment product and isn't always narratively the right tack. That's true.
Only assume a misclick, or he was trying
That's
to
true.
type something and he didn't press enter.
You do have a different job in many ways.
That's a flash down. Vitality want to try and answer this dragon. I don't think they're going to get here in time, though. And BDS are going to get away scot-free. Bit of a close fight there. Now, Vitality's not done.
Oh, they're not at all. I mean, Adam, perfect engage, followed up by Lebrov. The Wombo's in. Hilly's dead. Video will be up next. Even his ulti comes through, but he can't disengage. Adam finds another, and again, on this Gragas, what great tools. It has completely rocked the game state, and I feel like for BDS, slowing this game down.
I mean, we talk about impact of junglers.
It's outrageous if Vitality's going to lose this game, guys.
This game.
Much better game, too.
Didn't quite make the gank happen.
Douglas just, like, chain through.
But outside of that, he's been finding some great opportunities for his team. We look back at this engage. Vitality, I imagine they're just trying to interrupt the backs. Maybe they can find a pick. But Adam reads the play. Nice combo from him. The follow-up from LeBron.
I'm just going to put this out there. We probably shouldn't be face-checking a brush together if we're V2 and Hillisang. We probably shouldn't be face-checking a brush together so we both get hit by every single piece of Gragas CC.
Vito then has no way of getting out of this situation, loses life as well. Now the kills 12 to 8. The gold 6k, 6.5k in BDS's favor. The Baron spawning in less than a minute. No reason for BDS to push.
Will places Teal come in the LEC, do you think? I mean, they actually have good macro, like legitimately good macro. I don't know. Third? They're definitely more than the sum of their parts.
But is it too late or what?
May very well be.
Because, I mean, we got Infinity Edge here for Ice now.
Yep.
That third item hit. Nuke close to his, and, you know, Adam's been sitting on...
LCS isn't dead. The top thread on Reddit now is how their peak was up, and that peak reached the average viewership stat of LEC. Yeah, I'll make a video about this, guys, because here's the thing. We're going to get some bullshit from LCS about how this is a good thing, but it absolutely is not a good thing. even though peak viewership is up, remember that last year they weren't on weekends in spring. And so really what we're comparing it to is 2 years ago, right? And the viewership is way down. And also any minor increase in peak viewership is not North American viewers. This is because they let Baiano and Cadril co-stream for the first time ever. It's a bunch of Brazilians and Europeans, and they don't fucking matter for LCS sponsorship. And why are we having a parade over their 120,000 average concurrent viewers when, if we go back, in 2016, they were having 300,000 average concurrent viewers. Like, this league has been an abject failure. And showing a minor peak viewership or a minor viewership, average viewership increase year over year is complete bullshit. So we will not allow them to get away with the spin. We will not allow them to get away with the bullshit. We will not allow them to lie to sponsors about North Americans watching the league, because factually, guys, there are fewer North Americans, i.e. the people the sponsors want to reach, this spring than there were last summer or last spring. Viewership among the actual valuable demographic to LCS has gone down, and they've replaced it with Brazilians. And here's another question, guys. If it was such a fucking good idea, if it was such a genius play to have co-streamers co-stream LCS, why didn't they let Cadril do or Baiano do it previously? Why did they wait until this year? If it was a good idea and it brought more viewership, why didn't they do that previously? Tell me why.
We've already seen what happens, and look at how quickly it melts with the Zeri.
Oh yeah, especially that third item. Look how easy it is. The poke helps out.
Why isn't the person who made that decision, who was like, you know what? If their opinion now is co-streaming is good, why have they not fired the people who said co-streaming was bad previously? Because clearly they're dumbasses that were suppressing viewership for years. It's a good ult by Adam. It's a good engage by Adam and Lebrov. Adam's team fighting in the Gragas has been good. It was just his fucking laning that was not great. Oh, of course. Zeri Pentakill. Of course there is.
A pentakill for Ice as he cleans up the fight. Vitality are left wanting as BDS are going to equalize the series.
And the BDS way, the team fight came online, and BDS came on with it. For Vitality, early game or not, past 15 minutes, BDS felt like
It's absolutely outrageous, guys, that BDS wins this game in 27 minutes in spite of the early game deficit that they had. The throw was so real.
Another ace goes in. Let's call that a hexa kill. May as well. The next turret's going to follow through with it. The minion wave close enough to soften the turrets once again. As Vitality respawn, but I think BDS can fight another round. Teleport coming in as well. We're going to a game 3 when round 4 is on the line. You better believe BDS are going to fight it to the very brim.
That pentakill really did just come out of nowhere. We didn't see the double or the triple. They were just straight into 5. Great team fight.